What you're about to see are passionate, dedicated, and trained people practicing and preparing to enter an extreme sporting event that may change their lives. Do not try this on your own without necessary experience and supervision.
Breathe in, breathe out. This moment's what it's all about. Want to be great, your golden ways. Don't hesitate. Xcellerate.
Set for the race, aim to give it all I got. Mind is set, gonna reach the highest spot. Working hard in order to fulfill my goal. Nothing can stop me from getting what I'm going for. That's being great. I was working till it's late, so I won't hesitate. Gotta get to first place. Hands on the golden plate.
That golden plate.
I'll concentrate. Won't hit the brake, just move forward. Xcellerate. Welcome to Xcellerate. Today's Xcelerator is 12-year-old stock car racer Tertius van Tonder III. Tertius is part of a family of racers. Not only does his father compete, but his grandfather as well. Stock car racing is a motor racing sport, which is traditionally run on oval tracks. In Tertius's case, it is run on a dirt track, which is typically watered down. Stock cars are vehicles that consist of performance parts that can be generally bought by the public and can be purpose-built race cars or street vehicles that can be modified to varying degrees. These cars are capable of reaching speeds of up to 200 kilometers per hour. They're also fitted with a protective roll cage, which allows them to take heavy impacts. This week, Tertius is competing with his father and grandfather, as he has recently been promoted to a new class. We will see what it takes for this Xcelerator to get down and dirty and push himself to the top. Let's check it out.
Hallo, mijn naam is Tertius van Tonder. Ik is 12 jaar oud en ik is in graad 6. Ik bly in die Parel saam met my ouers. Anders as motorsport doen ek doen basies alles by die skool. Ek doen rugby, cricket, tennis, hockey, swem. Maar nou gedurende COVID doen ek homeschool en ek ry nou fiets. My pa is my coach. Ek is baie bevoorreg om hom as 'n coach te hê. En ja, hy gee my great tips en ja, ek is baie bevoorreg daar.
Tertius as kind hy's baie klein hartjie. Hy sê dat hy altyd wys nie. Hy is baie keer hardigheid. En hy's baie kompeterend.
Maar kyk hom, as jy inkom, jou gat 'n bietjie kan kry. Jy kan vroeër op die sous gaan. Maar hy ry vir jou hart nie. Okay. Okay, bye. Ja.
As ek agter my kar se stuur wil inklim, dis net alles wat ek oor stres. Ek vergeet net van alles en dit is net ek en my kar in die baan met my happy place, soos ek gesê het. Ek wil motorsport so ver vat as wat ek dit kan vat. Ek wil, daar is nie 'n spesifieke motorsport tipe wat ek wil doen nie. Ek wil dit net solank ek dit kan doen as 'n werk en enigiets met 'n engine en iets wat motorsport te doen, sal ek doen. My grootste droom in die lewe is om motorsport te doen as 'n werk, om te doen wat ek liefhet.
My toekomsplanne vir Tertius is om hom nou eers voor te kry in die 66s, as ons championship kan wen, miskien 'n SA titel, mens weet nooit, en dan na die 2.1 is die volgende groot klas. Maar ons wil graag uitkom by die main circuit, Killarney en so aan, en dit sal nou alles afhang van sponsors ensovoorts. Ek weet uit die talent, dit is net om die nodige, dit is maar duur, so om die nodige backing te kry. Dit is moet hang van dit af.
Ek sal definitief sê dis 'n diersport, maar papa het altyd vir my van kleintyds af gesê, daar is net een kar, so as ek iets verkeerd doen of iets, ek doen dit reggie en as daai kar op is, dan is dit klaar. So ja, ek dink dis nogal duur. Ek is bevoorreg genoeg om 4 sponsors te hê. Iemand wat my gear en goed verskaf, my tools verskaf en my stickers verskaf.
Veiligheidsaspek van die sport pla my nie altyd nie. Wat my meer pla is party drywers wat hy teenry as die veiligheid self. Jy kan seer kry as mense simpel besluite maak, maar ons is redelik veilig in die karre.
Ek is nervus voor 'n reis, maar ek is nooit bang as ek in my kar klim nie, want ek weet ek voel veilig in die kar, want ek het die regte equipment en ja, ek voel baie veilig in my kar. Die noodsaaklike gear wat ek dra is, jy het 'n helmet, baie mense het full face helmets, ek het 'n motocross helmet, dan het ek brille op, met tear-offs, so as jy, want ons ry mos op 'n modderbaan, so as jy modder op jou oë spat, kan jy net tear-off. Jy het 'n nekbrace, dan het jy obviously nou, dan het ek 'n suit, 'n full suit, dan het jy weer eens fireproof skoene. En alles is fireproof, jy moet fireproof hê. My ma sy het die skoolafdeling en my pa het meer die sportafdeling, so hy sit meer tyd daaraan, maar sy is altyd daar so om my te support by die baan, maar my pa sit baie tyd en krag in my kar en ek help hom ook so nou en dan.
Die Mega Oval Championship is belangrik vir Tertius om sy confidence te boost. Dit is nou die derde keer dat hy in 'n nuwe klas ry. So dit sal goed wees vir hom om sy confidence te boost, om net 'n goeie aand te hê en nie bad luck te hê nie.
Die reis wat ek nou voorberei, dit is die reis se naam is, dit is net 'n club championship reis. My kar het nie so baie krag soos die ander karre nie, so ek stres regtig oor hierdie is nou, ek is nou in 'n nuwe klas vir new beginnings en ek ry obviously nie om te wen nie. Ek ry net om nou te leer, want ek gaan nie myself drukkie, want ek weet ek ry teen groot mense en ja, as ek nie wen nie, dan is dit alright, want ek weet ek begin nou te leer. As ek hierdie event wen, dan sal dit nogal 'n skok wees vir almal, want met my kar wat so min krag het en ry teen groot mense, sal nogal 'n skok wees vir almal, ja.
So Tertius knows his car may not be able to keep up with the competition, but he's not going to give up that easily. He's got one day to compete in 2 races. We'll see if his preparation for this event pays off. In the meantime, why not check out our Facebook page, like and follow us, and maybe tell us about the sports that you do. Who knows, we could be following your journey next.
Today is race day. My dad, grandfather and I are all at Clanclashe Raceway in Worcester, Western Cape. We are all racing today, even my grandfather. My dad gets our cars ready. I'll be racing against various ages, mostly adults. My car is a bit underpowered, but this race will give me a chance to get experience driving with them. It's a very windy day. I'm not sure if it will affect the track, but I must be ready anyway. It's time for me to get ready and get onto the track. We line up on the grid and the race starts after we do a rolling start. I'm starting at the back of the pack.
Right, so Leonie Swart and Tertius van Tonder, Frans Mengelbrecht, JP Jr., Jason Madeira and Martin Tron. Then Adrian De Gees, Valhalla Meyer, Little Tertius the third, and Jockey Junior. Woo, the two cousins are out there. The two Duplessis cousins are out there in the Mini and the Nissan Lexa, and then the father-son combination of Tertius van Tonder the second and Tertius van Tonder the third, sitting there behind the 121 of Adrian de Geus.
Well, two of the quickest, Frankie, coming to the back of the pack there from behind Adrian de Geus. That's Tertius van Tonder the second and Jockey Junior. And then obviously Tertius van Tonder pulling off at the front of the pack. Well, who's going to possibly catch him? Well, there's one person that will run with him for sure. That'll be JP Junior. But Engelbrecht is in there as well on the second of the grid on the inside. He'll have to link up with those two as quick as he can, because coming from the back of the pack will be Jockey Junior and the second of the Van Tonders. Frankie, take it off the line.
Right away they go. Where's the Wamsa flag? Goes down and into turn number one. Goes Tertius van Tonder. JP Junior's there with him. So is Francois Engelbrecht. Down the back man they go. Martin Tron making his way through. Jockey Junior sits there right on the back bump of the 58 of Van Hallemeyer as the group exit turn number one, lap one in the bag.
Look at that. Oh, they all three of them link up with nowhere to go. And that's still on the first lap, so that'll bring out the full course yellow. The full course yellow comes out. Was Martin Tron was one of the cars that was linked up with that and picked up the tail end to go from there. And that unfortunately took him completely out of it. So, Tertius van Tonder the second in with JP Junior and Francois Engelbrecht. Pretty much what we expected was going to happen at the front end of the field, and that's exactly what happened. And I must say, JP Junior looking very, very quick.
So, Tertius van Tonder the second and the third from the back.
We'll get them back to their original positions. Here we go, Frankie, try it again.
Right away they go as the flag goes down and a lovely start off the line there by Tertius van Tonder. Down into turn number one he goes. JP Junior comes through with him. Van Rijn moves up into second. Jockey Junior sorry into third. Jockey Junior and right behind him is little Tertius van Tonder the third. Tertius van Tonder sits there just ahead of Van Hallemeyer as they exit turn two.
Doesn't go over. He's lucky that car didn't roll. Well, Engelbrecht was well on his way up on the inside there over JP Junior. He takes the tear off and the Motor Masters Polo was almost upside down with that one. If the wheels had hooked, he would have been in a very, very dangerous situation.
Well, JP Junior managed to hang on to that Mini as they exit turn two. It's not handling. It's not handling. There's a lot broken, I think. We might have steering issues there. I think you might have steering issues with that Mini.
Yeah, something's broken on that car. There's no doubt. He's not going anywhere with that. And that surely will bring out the full course yellow. There's no ways that they can leave that car out there. Everybody realizing that there's cars all over and slowing down out of their own.
The flag goes down and away they go again. Down into turn number one. That's Tertius van Tonder. That's JP Jockey Junior. Behind Jock, it's Van Hallemeyer and Francois Engelbrecht. Down the back main, followed there by de Geus, Van Tonder and Swart.
Well, Van Tonder the third is the dark blue Golf with a 444 number on the side. He comes off the back of the pack and surprisingly he's not made up any places yet. You would have thought that he would have been right there with de Geus. So this shows you de Geus running very good pace.
And then Van Hallemeyer and little Tertius van Tonder right there behind Meyer. Jockey Junior second, third across the line. Francois Engelbrecht right behind Engelbrecht. Adrian de Geus, Van Hallemeyer and little Tertius van Tonder.
Tertius van Tonder the third just somehow just didn't come together for him there. We would have thought that he would have worked his way quite a bit through the pack, but the rest of the pack's just so quick. Well, that's the first group of 1660s. Second group coming up when these guys are off the circuit.
My first race wasn't that good. We think there must have been a problem with the accelerator. Unfortunately, my final race will be in the evening, so we have enough time to fix it. It's time for my final race. Papa, my achterneef. When I start my car in the pits and shift it into gear, I feel nervous, but when I wait on the starting grid, I usually pray and become calm. I'll be leading the pack this time. I'm very nervous.
First group, little Tertius van Tonder III works his way out onto the track, followed there by Adrian de Geers and Francois Engelbrecht. They're the first three cars out on track as they line up one behind each other. Lionel Swart and Jockey Duplessis Jr. filter out the gate.
Look at the front row of the grid. Tertius van Tonder III and Jockey Jr. Down into turn number 1. That is going to be good stuff. Odds are the front three is going to end up being Tertius III, Jockey Jr. and Francois Engelbrecht will probably be chased pretty hard by Adrian de Geers, and then it's a case of how long it will take for Tertius van Tonder II to come off the tail end of the pack. I'm sure he'll make a plan to come through there one way or another. But just think of this group going into turn number 1. Tertius van Tonder III, there's no doubt he believes he's going to take the whole shot from pole position. It's up to the clerk of the course to determine that they come fairly off the line and then they dash for cash down into turn number 1. It's going to be something awesome. There's no doubt about it.
After the break, we'll see if Tertius can hang in there for one final race.
So the blue 444, that's Tertius van Tonder III. His dad, of course, as we all know, is Tertius van Tonder II, coming out of the pit corner in that Ford Fiesta. He's at the back of the pack. Watch him circumnavigate his way to the business end of the field.
This is going to be one hell of a battle, there's no doubt about it. So Martin on the third row of the grid on the outside. Yeah, how do you predict one like this? Well, I think that battle royal going down to turn number 1 is going to be about that front row of the grid. Tertius III and Jockey Jr., both of them believe they're going to get the whole shot, are capable of getting the whole shot, are capable of the win out there as well. It's all going to happen on the takeoff. Remember, the pole sitter determines the pace. Look at this one.
As we finish our warm-up lap and I see the green flag, I accelerate my car out of the corner and I have to observe where the other cars are, what racing line I should take, and if there are any gaps. I can feel the adrenaline rushing through me, but I remain calm. Knowing that win or lose, my friends and family are always cheering me on, makes me feel like the luckiest 12-year-old alive. Sharing this experience with my family and knowing how fortunate I am to be doing what I love makes me feel like I can do anything, because I know dreams come true.
Tertius Senior in there behind Tertius Junior. You can cover the three of them with a duvet. There's nothing much in it. Engelbrecht on the inside line, Junior on the outside line, and Tertius Senior is going to try and have a look. The second's going to try and have a look up on the outside line.
The question is, if you are Tertius II, what do you do with 3 laps to go? You're not going to want to have a go. And little Tertius III, as they run down into turn number 1, unless he makes a mistake. So Dad says, come on boy, get a move on. Let's get this Polo in front of us and pick up the Polo and the Golf and the Nissan Nexa. And now Tertius II says, sorry boy, I'm going to have to make a move because these 3 FC are getting away from us.
This is the last lap, Gary, as they go into
actually caught up to Jacques Bester. Here's comes Van Tonder around the outside. Van Tonder around the outside. I'll tell you what, the Geers has done a brilliant job. The Geers is holding on. It's going to be Jacques Jr. Can Jacques Jr.? Yes, Jacques Jr. from the Geers. And then it is Van Tonder the second. Engelbrecht whacks into the back of the Geers. So often they go across the line. What an amazing race that was. I tell you what, that was utterly brilliant. Give them all a nice round of applause, folks. Utterly brilliant racing out there.
Die eerste ronde het 'n bietjie rof gegaan. Ja, ek het my petrolkabel uit die carburetor spring het gebreek. So ja, dit het 'n bietjie moes gegaan. So en ja, die kar die by die intake dit skep lig. So na die eerste ronde was ek 'n bietjie negatief. En die tweede ronde het ek alright gedoen. Ek het eerste toe weggetrek en ja, ek het net my beste gedoen en ja, my kar het 'n bietjie redelik minder krag as die ander karre. My pa het gesê ek moet eers gewoond raak aan hierdie windkrag en dan as hy sien ek raak beter en ek kort hy sê ek moet maar deel wat ek nou het en soos wat ek aangaan sal hy vir my meer krag gee.
So Tertius may not have won the day, but he has shown potential to compete against senior competition. At this rate, that experience could lead him to the top. Good luck, Tertius. In the meantime, check out our Facebook page.